Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with British pound versus US dollar first. And this is something that we spoke in our let's say, in the previous 5 days. And the primary scenario was to the downside. And even though the market tried to rally, it never actually had us. We never actually held above this pivot. The market just rallied and then sold off aggressively after the FOMC yesterday. And that was the good sign that market may recontinue with this downside cycle. We can also see that prior to that, market was trading inside of that, respecting this resistance trend line. And then there was this sell-off that happened. Market tried to rally, mostly to retest the low, and found more sellers this morning. So we had our main objective around 1.2300, and that basically our objective got reached here. But then we have some lower reference points, and then the next area is 1.2200 mark, and we have this lower trend line, which is a parallel trend line that I placed from this upper trend line. So, and that trend line is about 1.2270, 1.2260 mark, and then we have 1.2200 mark potential downside if there is a bigger down move and if we don't react to this lower trend line. So again, downside, sellers in control, and overall after the FOMC we see the dollar again increased in the strength, which then put a pressure on all, gold, metals and energy sector. And yeah, so from this perspective, market, it's very close to just change this to this color. And then, we're very close to this trend line. There is a potential for this. So that's the still primary scenario. An alternative scenario is really if market can go aggressively push through and then hold above this area for the further upside movement. So that's just the alternative scenario for the upside. So still primary scenario is to the downside. Gold market, again, it did shake out sellers with this rally, but it went all just to this 1945, 1946. And this is basically, this was a huge resistance. Market sold off aggressively into the FOMC, back into the range. And not just that we back to the range, we also broke this low. And that's a significant reversal that appeared there. And probably lots of buyers got trapped there on this push higher. So primary scenario is to the downside from my perspective, and for the price to rotate towards 1908 or 1900 mark. You can also see here that this morning the area of 1928 is acting like resistance, so market is holding that area relatively well, and there is a chance for the downside continuation. That's a primary scenario. If we speak about alternative scenario, then that will be that if we can go back into this range and then hold above, so that this will reconfirm the further retest of the high at 1945. But that's just an alternative scenario. Then we have a crude oil. Market just rejected at this 92, 96 level and then sold off. So we spoke about this pin bar territory to be like a main area to watch. So market tried to rally and failed, and we see this downside movement. So there is a chance for the further lower prices, of course, with correction on the way. And then this is the key important level, 88.25. That will be important level. If we can clear that, market can even go to 86.66. Here, alternative scenario, if markets react back and then build some consolidation, there is a transfer test of 91.53. And speaking of the Bitcoin, Bitcoin is holding relatively well. FOMC didn't affect that much Bitcoin, so we're still holding above this pivot, above this whole zone, and that's confirmative in this area. And if we can see the breakout of here, maybe break and hold above, there is a chance for higher prices, 28,000, maybe even 29 and 30,000 mark to be on the test. From other side, if we break down and hold below, there is a chance for the rotation back to the support at 25,400 mark. So pay attention to this triangle that we're building, and this may be a very important area. That will be all for today, guys. Hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.